Graph the system of inequalities, state two solutions of the system. And so here we see the inequality y is less than negative 2x squared plus 7, and x plus 2y is greater than negative 4. The first inequality looks like a parabola. Looks like a quadratic function, but it's just got an inequality symbol rather than an equal sign. And so we will sketch it similarly, except we would use a dotted line to mark the curve, and then we would need to shade below or above. And the second, that's a linear inequality. We should have learned how to sketch those in a previous course by, again, drawing the line, the boundary, with a, in this case, it would again be a dotted line since it's strictly greater than, and then shading one side or the other. So I will sketch the first inequality in blue. All right, so let's work in blue. We have y is less than negative 2x squared plus 7. All right, so I'm thinking first y equals negative 2x squared plus 7. And so then that is, that has a vertical reflection, a scale factor of 2, and it's been shifted up 7. So the vertex would be 0, 7. And then we could plot some other points. So let's assume a scale of 1s here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've got 0, 7 as my vertex and some other points. If x was 1, I'd have the point 1, 5. I'd have the point negative 1, 5 by symmetry. If x was 2, I'd have negative 2 times 4 is negative 8 plus 7 is negative 1. So I'd have 2, negative 1 and negative 2, negative 1. So I've got, something like this. I've got, I'm trying to draw a dotted parabola here. And so it's going to look something like that. All right, so now since it's a less than, since it's in the form y is less than, then we know to shade below the boundary. If it were a greater than, we would shade above. So I would shade below this boundary. All right, I'll work in red for the other inequality. All right, I have x plus 2y is greater than negative 4. All right, again, it's going to be dotted. And if I think of the equation, x plus 2y equals negative 4, then I can graph that using just intercepts. If y was 0, x would equal negative 4. So it's got the x-intercept negative 4, 0. If x was 0, 2 times 2, negative 2 is negative 4. So the y-intercept, is 0, negative 2. So plotting those points, negative 1, 2, 3, negative 4, 0, and 0, negative 2, and drawing a dotted line through those points. Looks something like that. Now, for linear inequalities, I usually recommend using a test point. So if I were to test the point 0, 0, then I'd have 0 plus 2 times 0. Is that greater than negative 4? 0 is greater than negative 4. That's true. And so I would shade above that line. So what this tells me is the solution of this system is the intersection of those shadings. And so if I was drawing this on paper, I would only shade this region that is below the blue curve and above the red line. We're also told to state two solutions of the system. So solutions of this system are any points that satisfy both of those conditions. Any points that are in that shaded region. So it looks like, I don't know, 1, 2 appears to be a solution. All right, this point right here, 1, 2 appears to be a solution. 0, 0 appears to be a solution of the system. Any 2 points that are in that shaded region are solutions.